Today, we're going head to head to see if budget really matters for product photography. Within the next 8 hours, we have to create 5 unique product shots using the budget given to us. The winner will be decided by having over 100 of our team members vote on whose photo package is better. The catch is, they're not gonna know the budget behind each package. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go! So, as you guys know, I don't really have a lot to play with. So, I gotta really get creative, especially because my camera is an iPhone.
All right, I'm actually super excited about this. So, part of my budget is this whole room I have around me. This is a psych wall room. Now, this wall alone probably costs around $5,000. So that's half of my budget gone right then and there. Then I have access to all of this other equipment all around me, all the lighting and everything. It's gonna be great. And don't tell anybody, but I might be a little over budget with this, but it's worth it.
So to kick things off, why not get a little bit chilly and play with the freezer? I had the Red Bull because that was the cheapest thing and I don't have much. Let's go ahead and get some shots going and see what we can play with. Using the freezer, it allows us to create a nice little concept using the ice, which later we can go into Photoshop and get even more creative with it. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky because the top part is kind of covering the light. So if I stand in the middle here, I'm gonna be basically covering all of it. The best thing I can do is get a little bit lower and try to put the phone right there, and just so I can position the camera just right and get some shots going. And again, these shots aren't gonna be 100%, but the Photoshop and the new AI feature, we can do a whole lot with it.
Okay, so basically I got to thinking about this, right? I might as well shoot it on a blank backdrop and do everything in Photoshop. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. My energy drink of choice was the Ghost energy cans, especially the Sour Patch Kid energy drinks. I got the blue one just in case, like backup. Plus, I like to drink them. They're really good. But essentially the plan is with the Sour Patch ones is I know for a fact I can pull a lot of assets off the internet of Sour Patch Kids and create a really cool product image incorporating those along with the cans. I have a flash up here, a continuous light at like 35%. It's an aperture light. We're using a Sony a7S III and we're using a Tamron 28-75 f2.8 lens. Since we have the highest budget, I kind of want the highest quality I can get out of each shot. So I really like the shot I got. So I'm going to go ahead and take head-on shot with the blue can now. Text is what's really important with like can photos and stuff like that, and like the design that goes behind it. Making sure all the text on the can and all the information on the can is fully in focus is like probably like the biggest thing that you could do. In a little bit, I'm gonna go check on the boy Victor, see how his little day is going. Hey bud, I just want to let you know the money's talking right now. Oh, and good luck. Okay, so I have employed Kara. Everybody say hello to Kara. She was actually getting mad at me earlier for not including her in like videos and stuff like that. So now it's her time to shine. Let's go, Kara. Kara, I'm gonna get you to kind of like lean up against this and then put like 1 foot up on that railing right there. Sure. Can you make it look more natural or like?
Well, I'm kind of short, you know, so.
True, fair point. I like it, I just want kind of more depth. Can you bring it like closer to your front? Yeah, something like that. And we're gonna really make sure it's like super blurred, like her body and like her clothes and stuff is blurred, just to get that depth of field. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Look at you being a model and stuff.
Look at that.
Not only that, you're in a YouTube video. That's a step up.
Thanks,
from
mate.
Instagram, you know?
You're right.
You wanted Instagram, I gave you YouTube.
Thank you.
Think about that next time.
All right, so here in the office, we have this really cool neon purple light, and I think it would go really well as a lighting for the can. So I put the can right here, and I aim the camera right there. So I think these shots were pretty good, but worst comes to worst, we always, of course, have Photoshop to use. I just saw Nate grab Branson for a couple of things, so I'm gonna have to use Gabe and his amazing hand to get this next shot. So, hey Gabe.
So,
Hey, can you help me out with something?
what am I helping you with?
I need an amazing hand for a product photography.
I'm a little busy right now. This has to be like, there has to
Look,
be
man, I need to be Nate.
So it's a competition.
Yeah, it's against
Bro, you
Nate.
should have just started with that.
Oh,
You're trying to be Nate?
yeah,
All right, as long as you promise me to be Nate, then I'm down.
perfect.
All right, let's do it. Let's be Nate.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it.
So we're out here outside. I'm with Gabe. We're gonna get this product photography of him and his gorgeous hand, taking a couple pictures. The background, not the most ideal, but of course we can hop onto Adobe and get a nice background, change it up. So let's get to that. All right, so let's set this up right here. Can you just tilt the green a little bit to the left? I need to see that little N right there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, perfect. And then can you just do it on the side right there? There you go. That should be good. And then everything else, of course, we can go back and edit in Adobe.
So basically you're just, the idea behind it, and then just hold it like this. A little angled back and like tilt it a bit. I don't know about you, but I think I might have just, okay, so that's two of my shots that I really want. The first shots that we took, I can easily Photoshop that into a couple pictures. The next thing I want to do is kind of like a lifestyle. All right, so right now I have us in the lifestyle studio set that we have here at the office. The lighting setup that we have is we have this one light that's kind of casting everywhere with this cool little dome we got going on. And then I felt like the background was a little too dark, so we added a tube light. It's kind of, you know, jerry-rigged or whatever, but we don't have a lot of time, so we gotta do what we gotta do. Awesome, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
For sure, dude. Let me know if you need anything.
All right.
Given that Nate has the psych room and I have the office, the best thing I can do is try to be as creative as I can in my surroundings. So what we have here is we have this amazing white desk along with the white wall. So if we can position the camera right, people won't even notice. It will look like it was a studio picture. So all we have to do is kind of center it, the can like right here, take a couple pictures like that. As you can see, you can't even tell that this was in the office. It gives off a studio vibe to it. So this just gives us the ability to be creative in Photoshop and see where we can go from there. Hey, Bryson. Hey, I just saw you working with Nate, my enemy. Could you help me out too, you know, by any chance?
Okay.
All right. We're gonna open up the fridge here, and we have this glorious lighting. What Branson's gonna do is he's gonna kind of position himself grabbing the can. And so I'm just gonna get a certain angle right here, maybe get some different directions of angles right here. And so, of course, we're gonna have to kind of censor everything out because this is a Red Bull product photography, not a Coca-Cola. So, all right, so I think that's all the pictures I can get for now. It seems like Nate's not quite done yet, which is perfect because I may need a little bit more time than Nate in Photoshop.
All right, so we got another studio shot. I was talking about earlier, I came up with this idea based off of this photo right here. I don't know if the camera can see that, but some cool RGB lighting. We got our tube lights, the blues and the red, because we have both blue and red cans. So Branson here is gonna hand model for us again. Thank you again. After having him in the middle for a little bit, I realized that I wanted stronger lighting from the RGB lights, so I brought them a little bit closer to him to cast a little bit more of that lighting. We really don't need this that much. The only reason we need this is because I need the white on the Ghost logo to stick out just a little bit more. Last minute adjustment, taking this handheld. And we'll do something actually cool with this. Get a little background going in here. Right now we have the HSI on this on 223. I'm gonna match it on this one. Those look really good. This is one of the shots we just got. So the reason I really wanted to bring that tube light in was so I got that really cool blue highlight casted on the edge of the can. And then when I take this into Photoshop, I'll be able to just remove the tube light and make it look super crisp, and you don't know where the light is actually coming from. I think with that, we're gonna come to a close on this little journey of mine down the path of product photography with $10,000. I'm gonna take all these, offload them straight onto the computer, and we'll hop in Photoshop.
And now that we've got the pictures taken, it's time to lock in and get to editing. With not much time left on the clock, we worked till the very last second to ensure that the pictures were perfect. The time is up, and now it's time to upload the pictures onto the company Slack, and they're gonna vote on whose package came out better.
So it is the next day and we have the results, but before we get into that, would you like to share with us your 2 favorite photos from this shoot?
Yeah, so on my right here, I think these are definitely my favorite pictures, especially the one on top, whereas it was a little less AI dependent. I had definitely had a concept to work with. And then from there, I definitely played around and got the results that I exactly wanted, so it was perfect. Even this one, I definitely had a little bit of fun playing with, so definitely these are my 2 favorite pictures.
And on my left over here is my 2 favorite pictures. I honestly don't know which ones they are yet. We'll figure that out in editing, because honestly, I really enjoy all of mine. So I gotta choose later on. But before I share the results, who do you think won?
Look, I think I put up a pretty good fight. With my budget and what I had in front of me, I think I put up a good fight, and maybe, just maybe, I took the second half with a big win.
Well, hate to break it to you, I only won by 7 votes.
7 votes. Well, 100 people and 7 votes difference. That's crazy. Do you want to give a winning speech or something?
Yeah, sure. So first off,
Yeah,
I'd like
I
to
don't
thank
care.